So Klout is a score that is given. So one thing that's important is determining influence, right? You want to know how influential people are, and so that you can reach out and build friendships with influential people, because the idea is that those influential people will help grow and build, share your things to a large audience. So Klout came up as a company that has an algorithm that takes all of your social media profiles and then determines basically an influence number, like a metric that they apply to you. So if you, and it deals with post volume, the number of people that retweet you or that comment on your Facebook post, how many times that happens, how powerful those people who are retweeting you are, like what's their follower count. And Klout gathers all of this data and then basically applies a number to you, 1 to 100, of how influential you are. Calvin is on the high end of Klout, so he's one of the more influential people based on his Klout number. So the thing that's neat for him and for people who have high Klout influence is companies come to Klout and are doing things with different influencers on Klout. So, I don't know, I think it was Calvin. Calvin he got to drive Audi. Audi basically gave an A8 to all of these Klout influencers to drive to CES, as long as they tweeted about it and took pictures and talked about their experience with the car. So he was one of those people that got to drive this car from here to CES. So it's interesting to see how companies are, how influence is being determined, and then how companies are working with these influencers to try to do different things. But yeah, Calvin loves Klout. He wears Klout shirts all the time. Yeah.
So on Zabatsu's page, there was a little logo off to the side. That the circular one,
yes.
That's the social media today, I believe, page. I was wondering if that's a good resource for, if that's a good resource for the sort of information that you're giving us now.
Yeah.
They have a lot of articles and whatnot.
Social media today is great. National's still my favorite. Read Write Web is really good. National, MASHAVLE. And then this one's Social Media Today, and Read Write Web. Read. Yeah, R-E-A-D, Write Web. Yeah, and that one's really good. And then, so those are all, if you stay on top of those, you'll know the newest things that are happening. So if you're running a fan page, this is the information that's available to the people who have a fan page on Facebook. So I'm able to see new likes, lifetime likes of the page over time, the number of those likes that are active users per month. I can see the interactions of those users, if they're on the up, if they're going up, and what percentage they're going up, or if they're going down. And then, let's see.
So it would search engine, like if someone put your name in or your company name in, would it track that too?
Into Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Facebook tracks what you're searching for. That information is not made public. So,
okay.
I don't know what an individual is searching for within Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of how many people go to your page and are playing with it, it will track that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But for if you're doing social media consulting for somebody, or working with a company, from an SEO standpoint alone, helping them be found through search engines, it makes sense for them to build a Facebook page, because Facebook pages are open to Google. Like for the page itself indexes. Personal profile accounts are only open to the level at which you make them open, and the standard is that they would not be, right? But a Facebook page, a brand page, is open. And I don't know if you guys saw the news yesterday, but there's a lot of changes that are happening with Facebook brand pages. So, you've seen the personal pages are changing to the timeline format, right? Well, now brand pages are going to be forced to migrate to timeline as well. which is interesting because it means that you can actually, it's more about telling the story of a brand, and you can actually go in and edit historically. You can add new posts, or right now, you can only delete posts that you've said before, but you can't go into the feed and insert a post, you know, from 2 months ago. But with Timeline, you can. And another thing is that if you post on Facebook, if I have a brand page on Facebook and say I post to the Thundercats page, so even though the page has 1.2 million likes on it, just because it has 1.2 million likes, whenever I post on this page, it doesn't mean that that post is going out to 1.2 million people. Facebook's algorithm blocks and determines how many of that audience each post is going to go to and who it's relevant to. With the new Timeline, you can pay money to make sure that you hit your entire audience. So, and you can insert advertising messages within the newsfeed. So I could advertise within the newsfeed of the people that are on fans of my page as a brand. So it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out, because in some ways, as long as companies don't overdo it, it's a great way to reach people, but it might cause people to start de-fanning sites.
Just because of like the spamminess of it? Yeah.
Oh, the other thing with the new Facebook fan pages, under the previous way fan pages were set up, you could only communicate to your whole group. Like, you could only send out messages to the massive audience on that Facebook wall. But now you can have direct communication with any of those things. So a company can reach out to anybody who is a fan of a fan page and send them a personal message.
Is that also a pay to play?
I don't know. I have to look into the details. It might be.
I know it's on new. Thanks.
Yeah, but I know that they announced that they are opening it up to individual interaction. Yeah. No, yeah.
Well, your Facebook fan page, you're allowed to also cater to the audience by saying only people in the United
And
States.
it's open to anybody who is your fan.
Okay.
There are Facebook groups that you can set to be private, so you can control a group. So if you wanted to have a page where you had like say there was this group here, wanted something on Facebook where they could communicate together in a comfortable environment.
We have a group. We encourage you to join.
Exactly. So you can control privacy levels on that